However, when we're talking about border security, this should have never been something that they should have campaigned on.
All right, Republicans more generally don't know how to react to Joe Biden doing what they wanted to do on the border until Trump said, no, don't do it. Leave it for me to do when I become president. We are going to hear from Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. We are going to hear from that creepy Republican Senator James Lankford. How will Republicans react to Joe Biden saying, well, you guys wanted to do something at the border? I'll do it by executive order and take it off the table as something Trump can campaign on. Well, you may or may not be surprised by the way it went. Here is Anna Paulina Luna on Fox Business yesterday. And listen to what she had to say.
Donald Trump had wanted to let this wait until after the election, assuming that he would be elected and do it. I mean, is that what Republicans are doing? You don't want to let him, that is the president, get any credit for doing anything?
No, I don't think that President Trump wanted to wait. In fact, whenever I've had conversations,
well,
he's like, it's a shame what's happening on the border security.
Right?
But what I will say is that he knows that they've been using this as a political tool moving forward. And I think that it really is unfortunate that the Democrat machines don't really care about what happens to Americans and that they try to label so many of us that are minorities as racist and xenophobic for wanting this.
Each side uses political tools, right?
I mean, look, I can say there is definitely propaganda that exists in Washington. Both you and I know that. However, when we're talking about border security, this should have never been something that they should have campaigned on.
They never should have campaigned on it. Think of it. Trump starts campaigning on the border is broken and I'm going to fix it. If you make me president, I will fix it. He's campaigning on the border, which Anna Paulina Luna says you shouldn't do. It's too serious. It's too serious an issue to campaign on it. So Republicans put together a bill. They go, hey, let's fix it. This is what we're saying we're going to do. Let's do it. No. I want to campaign on it, says Trump. I don't want to fix it right now. I just want to be able to talk about it and fix it later, maybe. So then Biden comes in and he goes, OK, if you guys think this is good, then I'll do it. We're just going to do it. And then nobody will campaign on it. No. That's also wrong because Joe Biden, we're mind reading. He didn't do it in order to do it. He did it in order to be able to campaign on it and take it away from Trump, which is bad because you shouldn't campaign on this. Well, but wasn't Trump campaigning on it and you support Trump? No, that doesn't matter. If that's a confusing circle to you, it's because it's a confusing circle. That's exactly what it is. It doesn't make any sense. James Lankford then was also interviewed by Neil Cavuto yesterday. Senator James Lankford, creepy, weird dude. And here's what he had to say about Joe Biden's executive order on the border, which contains exactly what James Lankford and his Republican colleagues claim to want.
I know you're not trying to zing your colleagues, but it's your colleagues in your party, sir, who torpedoed this, who didn't get the facts right on what you just outlined was in that measure. They killed it. Ironically, not Democrats.
Right. It was, and it was painful to be able to watch it. It got stirred up in all the presidential politics, and several of my colleagues started looking for ways after President Trump said, don't fix anything during the presidential election. It's the single biggest issue during the election. Don't resolve this. We'll resolve it next year. Quite a few of my colleagues backed up, looked for a reason to be able to shoot against it, and then walked away. I get that. That's a decision everybody makes in it. My issue is if we're pursuing everything, we very often end up with nothing. If we're pursuing someone coming later to fix it, later seems to never come. When we have a moment to fix things, we should fix as many things as we can then come back later and fix the rest.
That's on Donald Trump, Senator.
That, again, he's got an office that he's running for. He's got a campaign that he's running. I'm already in office. I've got a responsibility to be able to carry on this.
As creepy as James Lankford continues to be, it's a little bit refreshing to hear him just be honest and say, yeah, there's really no reason to waiting to fix things. Then they never get fixed. If we believe we can improve something, we should have done it. So I appreciate the refreshing honesty, although I disagree with him big picture. So some Republicans kissing the ring and saying, no, this was all the right way to handle it. There were good reasons why we didn't pass it. And now Joe Biden's bad for doing it himself. James Lankford at least saying, we lost the opportunity. We had an opportunity. You never know if you'll get a future opportunity. We didn't do it. And it's all related to Trump having a campaign to run. I'm in power. I could have done something. And Trump found enough of my colleagues to say, no, we're not going to do it right now, such that it didn't get done. Dramatically different reactions from Congresswoman Luna and Senator Lankford we will now see what happens with this issue as a campaign issue. We'll know in the next few weeks, and certainly leading up to the first presidential debate on June 27th. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first 2 books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.